What's going on, guys? Welcome again to the Third and 10 podcast. Season 6, episode 7 is now live. I'm your host, Nathan Wendell, always with my guy, Brian Germanaro. Happy Tuesday to y'all. Thank you so much for waiting and joining us as well. Live here on YouTube, on Belly Up's Twitter, and on Kick. And if you're watching this not live and just later on our YouTube channel, we appreciate y'all's support either way. A lot to break down today. The Giants signed a running back today. Wasn't really needed, but honestly, the more the merrier in our back.
I got bigger questions about it though.
Well, I cannot wait to hear them, my friend. So that to talk about. We'll talk about a little bit about the Giants Vikings game from this past weekend. The Giants did lose, but there were some positives, along with including, I should say, Brian's favorite player on the Giants showing out, and I'm super excited to talk about him once more. He's like the one guy I can never stop talking about, and I know you feel the same way, my friend. And then we'll end the show with.
Let's say it's 2 years in a row. My favorite player the Giants drafted, and he's doing well. So
yes,
what to say? Putting it out there.
He's doing fantastic. Well, he's been doing a fantastic job, and he really does have a chance to make a big impact in the regular season from the jump. And finally, we have an announcement to make in regards to a new sponsorship that we just landed. More on that later on in the show. But Brian, good to see you. How are you, my friend? How was the weekend? How was the weekend for you? How's your day? What's going on?
I'm doing fine. Doing fine. Nothing really big going on. The Mets are on an absolute tear. So what can we do? We get hot at the wrong time. That's simple.
Hey, we're still in August. There's still plenty of time. You never know what.
We're still like 13 games under 500. We're not going anywhere.
Even for a wild card spot, are we still?
We're dead. We're like 10 games back.
Well, hey,
if we're in the American League, we'd be 5 games back. But the National League, no. The National League's a gauntlet this year.
All I can say then is just enjoy the rest of the season as much as you can.
Oh no, it's spring training. It's so much fun. There's basically you're it's like watching the Giants. It's like, all right, well, Bench is playing well. He's scouting out guys at the play. He's got a crazy arm.
I did see that.
Ewing's a little maniac. He's great. Soto's hurt right now, but all right, we got Lindor, Soto, Bench, Ewing. Jared Young's look decent. He might be contention for a first base spot. Like there's something here. Pitching staff's young and doing well. Like the pieces are there.
Yes, sir. Jeffrey Yon still doing his celebrations. Look, I know I sound like I hated last episode, but I did come across it again recently. It was kind of funny when he did it and he challenged it.
He challenged it. Yeah, exactly.
That was pretty cool.
Absolutely fantastic.
It didn't work out in his favor, but the pitch after got him out and then he did the celebration. He's at the end of the day, like you made a great point last time. He's having fun. That's how baseball should be. I know teams care about wins and losses, and as fans, we do the same. But these guys are also playing a child's sport. A child's game, I should say, and they're having fun.
By the way, the Mets are 10 games back for wild card spot, so it ain't happened this year. Hang on, I'll be right back.
No worries, my friend. While Brian steps away, I haven't watched too much baseball recently. I'm so focused on the football season. The A's are the A's, and they still have not much pitching. The Phillies are. I honestly am sort of an MLB free agent for those who don't know.
You're just soft launching your Dodger fandom. You've been doing this for years, dude. I guarantee it's coming. It's coming. It's you every single time. It's like I'm not a Dodgers fan, but you wear Dodger stuff all the time. You wanted to root for the team with the most Asians on it, which just happened to be the Dodgers. You're just slowly it's inception. You're slowly planting in our mind these little hints, and all of a sudden, all right, Nate's always been a Dodgers fan. No. I'm standing on it right here. You cannot be a Dodger fan on this show.
Fair enough. I will have to maybe let that dream die and maybe just go back to the A's or just enjoy baseball as a sport.
No. It's the A's or the Phillies. That's it. Those are your only two options.
Fair enough.
You cannot be an MLB free agent. You cannot be a Dodger fan. You have to pick the A's or the Phillies, and you're not moving.
Fair enough. I think the one thing that's like holding me back from becoming a Phillies fan like fully again is the fact that it's in Philly and who else is in Philly? The Eagles. So it's kind of
the rest of the garbage. Yeah, the rest of the garbage. Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't really, it doesn't really make sense. So I might have to go back to the A's and just stick with them. They're complete trash. They have no pitching, and I think Nick Kurtz is still. I don't even know. I've watched the game in
but
quite
the rest
some time.
of the team is young. Like you just bring in some pitching, you're fine. The future is semi-bright in Vegas, Sacramento, Oakland. I don't know. Whatever.
I just have to be patient, right? Just like
exactly.
Yeah,
you're a rebuild.
Exactly. Just like I've been patient with the Giants. I gotta do the same with the A's.
Exactly. Just patience.
There we go. Speaking about
the dog sitting somewhere.
No worries, man. All good. You're multitasking.
You see me walking around or just leaving mid-say, it's the deal with the dog.
Hey, what matters is that you're still here, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who else is here now? With the Giants is a Najee Harris. Out of all the running backs, out of all the free agents, I didn't expect this to happen. But he is now officially a New York Giant. After what we saw this past weekend with Tyrone Tracy missing a block, many fans thought, hey, this signing is to replace Tyrone Tracy. But little did we know, this was kind of planned for quite some time. From what I know, this is a 1-year deal, according to Underdog NFL. That he was actually visiting with New York before the signing broke. This was planned since last week. So the Tyrone Tracy missing the block that led to Jackson Dart's sack did not impact the signing.
Sack where it looked like he died on the field. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard he got the wind knocked out of him.
He got his bell rung. 100%. Yeah. I'm sure we're going to talk about this because it's I think one of the biggest takeaways from the preseason game. Yeah. It's definitely just like a combination of a big hit. He got absolutely trucked.
No doubt.
And B, when was the last time Dart took a hit like that? December?
Yeah, it's been some time.
Every time, even like a football player even at a quarterback, you're somewhat used to getting hit and stuff like that. Even the first time it happens after a few months of not doing it, it's a bit of okay, got it.
Yeah, I feel like any quarterback, I know, Dart gets, when it comes to Jackson Dart, a lot of people think about, blue tents and, him being on the ground.
He didn't scramble at all.
He was in the pocket and there was a assumption that Tracy was going to pick up the block. He did, and he slipped, and, he ended up getting hit. And, any quarterback, it doesn't matter who you are, would have, gotten hit the same way as Dart did and would have been on the ground, I'm sure, for, just like Dart was for a little bit of time. Look, at the end of the day, I get the NFL is trying to protect their players, including Dart, who has been into the blue tent six times now.
Blue tent's 0 for 6 with Jackson Dart. The one time Dart's been concussed, they didn't catch it.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like,
so what point are you guys are clearly not good at your jobs?
Yeah, it's like, what are you even doing? So at this point, it's like, hey, I get he was down for a short period, for a little longer than usual. But at the same time, that doesn't mean like, oh my God, we got to send him to the blue tent. It's annoying at this. And I get it.
Then when he was down, a concussion didn't even enter my head of what it could be.
Me either.
I'm like, that's a lower body injury. That's a leg injury. That's a core, a shoulder. Like his head didn't even hit the turf.
Yeah, I will say it did hit the turf, but not as hard as you would think.
It didn't. His head didn't bounce.
It's just normal. It was a normal hit. His body was
planted into the ground, and his head's gonna hit the ground a little bit, but it wasn't a bounce. It wasn't violent. It was just what you would expect if a quarterback got hit.
Exactly, dude. That's why I was low-key kind of upset. I was like, really, we're doing this again? And I can't imagine how the regular season is gonna look like if they're gonna do this exact same thing. Is the first hit that Dart's going to take in the Dallas against Dallas going to be him being sent right to the blue tent? Dog, you got to let these players play. And if they getting hit to the ground or getting sacked to the ground is part of the game, man. So, if Dart gets hurt in a major way, yes, then I get it. And I hope he does not. But hypothetically, if he does, I get the whole send him to the blue tent, get him checked out, whatever. But if it's him just getting simply sacked by a defender, just let the man get up. Let him get back to the huddle. None of us want to see our, whether it's Winston or Brandon Allen or now Jake Kane.
I kind of want to see Winston, but
I know you do. I know you do.
That's just the more that's the Brian that talked about putting all 3 Ball brothers on the New York Knicks at one point. That's just the Joker Brian that just roots for chaos at some point.
You want the dream, the goofy, if
we're gonna suck, let's be fun.
There you go. Yes, facts, my friend. And hopefully that won't be the case for us. That we actually have a winning season ahead of us and whatnot. But no, we're glad Dart's okay, and he's gonna be fine. In terms of playing time for the rest of the preseason, I would, based on what we saw this weekend, we'll dive into a little bit more shortly. But I would definitely want to see him play a little bit more as well, just to continue to get used with the new system in place that both Harbaugh and Nagy has installed. Same with the other guys on the first team, especially Malachi Fields, and we'll get into him a lot more in just a bit because I know you have a lot of things to say about him. His performance this on Saturday, I was happy for him, but But at the same time, I was like, oh my God, I cannot wait for what Brian has to say, because again, that is your guy, dude. And unlike Bo Collins, who actually got signed to the Falcons, so
Why?
congrats to
Oh,
him.
it's like Falcons fans haven't suffered enough.
I know, right? It's like, oh, Bo
Like,
Collins.
they have, guys, I know both our quarterbacks looked like absolute crap on Saturday, but let me tell you what will fix it. Bo Collins.
Bo Collins.
Who?
He's a big body target. Yeah, but hey, he had one.
But like, does he have to be? Can he be like anyone? But can our quarterbacks throw him the football?
That's a big question mark.
I'm still not sure either quarterback can throw a football.
Will he catch a football? Also, will he create separation with us?
Well, we can't even get to the catching of the football if the quarterback can't get there you go. The football.
There's so many question marks. So you're right. There's so many question marks that we need to consider before you think about Bo Collins catching the football. But hey, good luck to him. Hope he does well over there. Our receiving room was crowded anyways. It got actually smaller as well, because with the Najee Harris signing, and we'll talk about a little bit more about him right now. In correspondence, they released Juju Smith-Schuster. So Shocking. He is
I think we called this when we signed Juju. It's like, well, he's gonna be here for a week. I mean, the only thing we didn't call was I think we all thought he'd get to Labor Day. He didn't.
Yeah, just a little longer, I would say, for sure. And look, just like
was he even on the field on Saturday? I didn't hear his name once.
I didn't see him. No, he was out. He was out for.
Oh, they literally just signed a waste of space.
I mean, other than if you consider a camp body a waste of space,
we paid him the practice. Is what we paid him for.
Yeah, we basically did. And look, you want to have as many bodies, of course, in training camp as possible, so that way practices aren't interrupted by injuries and whatnot. But this room was definitely just too crowded, and if you're gonna bring in another running back to make it 4 running backs in the room now, Dante Miller got waived unfortunately with an injury designation. So thank you, Dante Turbo Miller to be exact.
R.I.P. Tower. I that one was sad when I saw that. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, he was one of the leading rushers for us in the preseason these past few years, man. And I've
always said to this day, I was beating this drum. I'm like, Turbo Miller, he's not a physical back. He can't be a running back, but man, if you could just utilize that speed and make him like a Shane Vereen, he could carve out a decent career in the NFL. I implore one of these offensive geniuses, whether it be like a McVay or LaFleur or a Kubiak, pick up Turbo Miller and figure out a way to use that speed, because it will work so well for you.
Oh, yeah. And I wish maybe we'll bring him back to the practice squad and no one else signs him, because right now he is dealing with a abdomen/groin injury. So maybe we bring him back once he's healthy again, if no one else wants to sign him to the practice squad.
I would love to bring him back.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Just have him,
on the practice squad, he's not doing anything, but I'm telling you, if we use him as a receiving back, he is going to, and I know it was against third string guys, but every catch felt like he was breaking off like 8 to 11 yard gains.
Oh yeah, dude. He's a big play threat, and I wish we could have utilized him a little bit more when he was healthy, especially last year. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. And look, I get it. Maybe Harbaugh didn't see, him being a fit here, even when he was healthy. So we'll have to, and he didn't really do too much in the Minnesota game anyways, but we'll see what his future holds for him. But definitely enjoyed his time with New York. The Giants also signed linebacker Chandler Martin, who's an ex-Raven, so relationship with Harbaugh, coming off an ACL surgery himself, signing a 1-year deal to beef up the linebacker corpus. But Najee Harris, the biggest signing of the Giants these past few days. Your thoughts on that, my friend? I think we definitely are. I think there was some yellow flags going on in our heads, because now we have 4 running backs who are more than capable of carrying the football for us. Singletary looked good. Looked kind of slow, but it looked pretty okay.
I mean, he broke off the 40-yard gain, which I
third and 20 something.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote about it. I wrote a recap article for Blitz, and my top headline was, it's like Malachi Fields and Devin Singletary need more time. They need more. They need more carries, more role in offense.
Yeah, give him a lot more playing time as possible, especially this preseason. He looked good. It was, I know it was just one, big catch, but on a 3rd and 25, when I saw it, I was like, no, we're not going to convert this, right? And Winston made it happen Winston caught up to Singletary. So again, the whole Singletary.
Winston's got speed, dude.
Dude, I didn't know he was like that. I know he's been on the team for some time, man, but I didn't know he can move like that. Then again, he did catch a ball last year and stiff arm a defender. So
I was going to say, Winston, there is nothing Jameis Winston can't do.
There really isn't. Does he throw a lot of picks? Sure, but the man will sling it. He is not afraid to do so.
Well, I just said Jameis Winston is good at everything. He's good at throwing touchdowns. He's good at throwing interceptions. He's just good at it. It's just what he does. There's nothing he's bad at. He's just good. You can look at interceptions as a bad thing. I see it as, man, he's a master of his craft. No one else can throw 30 interceptions in a season like that.
Yeah, damn freaking right. And no one can also throw 30 touchdowns in the same season as well, and 5,000 plus yards. So, no, I love him. He is probably the best backup quarterback we've had in quite some time, and I'm
like, honestly, just like if I was like John Mara, and I know like there's been rumors about him meddling. If those rumors aren't true, I would like literally go to Joe Shea and John Harbaugh's office. Like, all right, I know I'm stepping back. I know I don't want to affect it, but just for pure vibes, Jameis Winston gets a lifetime contract. You offer that man whatever he wants besides starting. I won't let him start, but if he wants to be a backup, there is not a price tag I will not pay for his vibes alone.
Because and thinking about it too, it's like I feel like the likelihood of that happening is pretty high because I'm thinking about all 31 other teams. No one can really or would need him or use him. You know, we are the best fit for him because look, it's New York, it's the media capital of the world.
That's it. Jameis is he's soft launching a career in media. We all know it's coming. But
he's literally everywhere, my friend.
Yeah, he was doing stuff with Fox, the Super Bowl, doing stuff for the World Cup. So he is like slowly transitioning to that media role, which is going to fit him perfectly. Like,
yes,
I could see him being like a Michael Strahan, where like he just transcends not even football, but like goes on to be like host like Good Morning America, the Today Show, whatever CBS is called. Like, I could see him like doing something like that just because of his personality. It's just such a infectious personality that I think people, even if you're not a football fan, will tune in and be entertained by.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, once he does retire from the NFL and everything, there's going to be a lot of offers on the table for him, whether it's like you mentioned, Fox, CBS, NFL Network, Netflix, NBC, maybe even the Giants, .com media company themselves. There's going to be a lot of suitors out there, but
the Eli Manning and Jameis Winston show, I would, oh my God,
yes. Yeah, I mean, I what's it called?
I do numbies.
It would.
Let's get in touch with Blaine. Blaine, how do we hire Jameis Winston for Pelham?
Oh my God, I guarantee you, if we did, Blaine, Jared, Hector, Mike, if you're listening, I'm telling you right now, Brian just made a great point.
I know it's
Winston
needs to be here,
but it's worth the investment. And we will try to cover as much as we can ourselves. And he'd be a guest on our show every single freaking time. But we love Jameis here. I know all you Giants fans do as well. And we're so glad he's a backup to our young franchise quarterback. And we'll continue to teach him the ropes of the NFL as the weeks and months go by. But yeah, with Najee Harris, man, it's we have 4 running backs now with Cam Scadaboo, who looked pretty good in his limited playing time. Tyrone Tracy looked especially outside of that missed assignment. Singletary had that screen catch, and now Najee Harris, who has been a consistent 1,000-yard rusher, just like Tracy's consistent with back-to-back 1,000-yard scrimmage, 1,000 scrimmage yards so far in his career. Najee Harris is pretty much the same thing outside of last year when he was injured. So I want to get your thoughts first, my friend, on the signing and your thoughts on the backfield now, because just like the receiving room was kind of crowded, now the running back room is crowded in a similar way as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is a low risk, high reward move for the Giants because like you said, Najee outside of last year has been rather productive in his career. Four straight 1,000-yard seasons. We don't really have a running back that has had 1,000-yard seasons. I know he's 20, he'll be like 28 this year, so he's a little on the older side, but like, if you could do him in like a reduced role, he still has some tread left on those tires. I think this is a fantastic, like, for the contract you sign him with, for just basically like, all right, see if you can turn around this year. This is a fantastic investment. My only question is what do you do with Singletary or Tracy? Because I feel like with Harris and with his track record, if he shows you something in this preseason, you're going to want to keep him around. And then that leads us to like, okay, what do you do with Tyrone Tracy and Devin Singletary? I think Singletary is the odd man out. I mean, I think we talked about on the show. I like Singletary. I wrote about how he needs a bigger role. Of course, this is all before the Harris signing happened. But we talked about it. If Singletary didn't take that contract cut, we were going to talk about him being a cut candidate this year. So I think Singletary's going to put a lot on tape over these next 2 weeks in order to stay on this roster, because I think that like Tracy, unless there's a trade, which I don't see happening, I'd be shocked if Tracy wasn't on this roster. So odd man out is Devin Singletary. So it's up to him now.
Yeah, I will say as well, these past few years, we've been so used to the Giants having only three running backs on the roster come the regular season. But John Harbaugh has been known for having 4 running backs on his rosters throughout his coaching career. And
but then that opens up Pandora's box to where do you take out the other position player? Because the easiest one would be wide receiver. So we talked about this extensively. It's the certains on this roster are Neighbors, Calvin Austin, Darnell Movie, Slayton,
Fields,
and then Berrios.
So you're still not on the OBJ making the roster.
Well, no, I am on the OBJ making the roster. But if you're going to carry 4 running backs, you're going to have to cut that position somewhere else. The most likely spot you do it is at wide receiver, and I think Beckham's on the odd man out in that situation.
I tell you what, I think on our next episode on Friday, let's do another depth chart prediction episode. I think that'd be fun, and see where our heads are at come by Friday. Listen, I think if we're gonna carry 4 running backs, I don't think Berrios makes it. I think New York would.
Right, but then who else is like? It was just Berrios taking punt returns last week on Saturday.
Yeah,
there's been no indication that there's been, besides like training camp stuff, which like you just kind of do in case of emergency. There's been no indication they have any plans besides Berrios to be the guy.
If I had to predict, if I'm gonna stick with my prediction that Berrios doesn't make the roster, I would go ahead and say come this weekend's game against Miami, which we'll preview a lot more on Friday as well. I think New York will try to have Calvin Austin back there. Deontay Banks maybe back there as well to give him a try. I don't know. I think, I know it was in limited fashion, but OBJ did look okay. He was getting open a lot.
He had a couple of like walk-in touchdowns, so they just missed.
Yeah, and Winston just couldn't find him, or Brandon Allen couldn't find him. We'll talk about Allen later shortly, because please get him off this gosh damn team. But in regards, no, I think Najee Harris is an exciting signing for me for sure. I mean, this is a guy who throughout his career has been pretty consistent. He's been solid. Spent his first 4 years with the Steelers, as we know, rushing. Had over 1,100 carries for over 4,000 yards, 28 touchdowns. Was selected in 2021. As a first-round pick, didn't have his 5th-year option picked up, signed with the Chargers in 2025, had that eye injury during training camp, and when he came back from the PUP list, he split work with Marion Hampton, who took the main bulk of the carries because Harris did tear his Achilles during that Week 3 win against the Broncos, and he missed the rest of the year. So it's not like Harris is 100%, ready to go on football ship. He's still, recovering, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more of him on Saturdays when we play the Dolphins, and see how he looks. But I mean, this backfield has Cam Scadaboo, who's coming off a major injury of his own from last year, but he looks good. I know the video of him that circulated around social media of him planting that right foot, and it kind of looked like it slipped. That was just the turf, which took another victim, unfortunately, with Jamal Adams. Prayers to Jamal, and hope he gets better soon. But
poor Jamal Adams, just
I know, dude. The Vikings signed him, and I was excited for that. I was like, oh my god, because he's transitioning to like a linebacker role. So, dude,
Jamal Adams taken out first. He had to deal with MetLife's turf for years. As on the Jets, got released from prison, as Plexico Burris would like to say, and then it's the MetLife monster that takes him out again.
Dude, I'm telling you, the NFL needs to really look into this further, man, and fix this turf.
It's got to be haunted or something. Like, how is everyone getting hurt? It's like, at least the 49ers can explain away with a substation. We don't have a substation.
We don't have any excuses. Like, it's literally just the dang turf, my man. And I hate it, and I just hope that all of our players just stay as healthy as they can and not get hurt in a major way like Adams did this year, because it's scary, man. To see a guy go down and like that, and especially with the guys that are coming off injuries of their own, like I said, with Scadaboo and and neighbors and whatnot. Like, I really hope they make some changes to the turf and replace it with grass or whatever they got to do, man. But anyway, Scadaboo.
You just had grass. There's just grass.
I know.
There. Just
leave the damn. They could have just left it, in
the work was already there. You were done.
And then they had to freaking move and replace it back with the crap turf. So NFL, don't know what we're doing, but Roger Goodell will maybe figure it out.
Roger Goodell is more focused on, putting a team in London for some reason.
Or spreading the NFL across the freaking world, where it's like, dude,
listen, the only place you can put it is either if you want to go international, it's Toronto, it's Vancouver, it's Montreal, it's Mexico City.
That makes sense because because like for the NBA, there's obviously all the team, or most of the teams are in the United States, but there's also a team in Toronto and the Raptors. Why not copy their blueprint and put a team there if you want to talk about expansion?
Travel is just easy because it's the same continent.
Yes, you're really it's especially with this upcoming regular season, the week 1, Niners and Rams in Australia, if not mistaken, right? So it's like,
the Rams. We talk about the Rams. The game is now in contention because the Rams are going to have the weirdest flight schedule ever. It could be exhausted.
Yeah, and their bodies are, and I know for them, I think we talked about this before, but they're taking off and landing in Austria the day before, playing the game, and then leaving right after. That's still gonna mess, the players' bodies.
I think it's gonna mess up more.
Yeah, instead of because the Niners are approaching it differently. They're getting there a week early to get accustomed to it. That kind of makes sense. And if the Rams did the same thing, I would be on the side of okay, maybe we may lose, but
I would still say we would lose regardless.
But the confidence level is a little bit higher now.
If the Rams were doing it normally, like how you would normally approach something like this, I would say we get blown out. But the way they're doing it, it just seemed all the options they could have picked, besides just flying there and playing the game as soon as they get off the plane, this is the worst option they could have picked.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I don't know what their mindset is. I'm sure if we looked it up, there's a specific reason why they want to, that a specific good reason why they're doing this. But look, I'm just the guy reading what I'm, seeing on the internet. So, but look, in terms of the running backs, before we get to the Giants-Vikings game, as we know, entering before the Harris signing, it was widely expected that Scadaboo was going to split work with Tyrone Tracy, who actually, fun fact, has led the team in carries these past couple seasons. And then, of course, Devin Singletary will be in the fold now. But, look, all 3 backs, of course, still on the roster, but more emphasis on Singletary because, like you just talked about, he's definitely a cut candidate for sure. And out of the 16 snaps the starting offense took as a whole on Saturday, Tracy played 7, Scat played 5, and Singletary played 4. Patrick Ricard had 5 carries of 5 snaps of his own as well. And look, even with the Harris signing, even though I'm excited about the Harris signing, my friend, at the same time, it still doesn't kind of bring me relief in a way because Harris is this big grinder type of back, who is a good pass protector, which is something Tracy didn't do on Saturday. We're gonna keep emphasizing
as long as he would just plant himself, it would have been fine.
Yeah, and we wouldn't be talking about this. I'm sure Harris would still have been signed, but still. So with Harris's type of skill set, he's the guy you could see on a 3rd and short type of situation. But there's still not really a breakaway back that I would want. Like Turbo Miller. He's a guy with this speed. He can turn what looks like to be a 2-3 yard gain to maybe a 10 or 20 because of his speed. There's not really a back on this roster that can have that has that skill set. Maybe Tyrone Tracy to an extent, but
I think Tracy's the only one that comes close to having that.
Yeah, he's capable of doing so, but you don't think of him as just he's
you don't really think of him. He's just kind of a gadget guy, you don't really think of him doing anything.
Yeah, he can catch the ball. He can obviously run the football and all that stuff. So, look, at the end of the day, maybe this signing is of Harris is great and all. Maybe he ends up just being just like Juju Smith-Schuster, a camp body that gets cut come the 53-man roster, cut time frame. or he does make the roster if he impresses well in preseason, and we go. And maybe this topic is pretty much irrelevant come September.
I would say it's a 50-50 chance this is an irrelevant conversation. Just like,
yeah.
I mean, like I want Najee on the roster. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, oh yeah, me too. But again, it's like, hey, if
of all the veterans we brought in, I'm talking like Odell, Najee, and Juju. If you told me you had to pick one, I probably would have picked Najee before everything else happened. I'd probably been like, yeah, I guess Najee's, but he has the most upside out of those three.
It's tough for me to say it, but he helps the team more for when the game. He would help the team more when the games truly count compared to an OBJ and the now cut.
Because OBJ at best is a wide receiver 4. Harris at his best is a running back 2.
I will say there was a lot of conversation, and I believe I read in our comment section. I apologize for the noise outside. But there was a conversation at one point about Odell like being like the receiver number 2, where I'm just like, we should probably hold our horses there, because it's like I know OBJ is able to get open and stuff, but at the same time, Malachi Fields showed out, and Darnell Mooney and Calvin Austin's roster spot on the roster is set, and Slayton's gonna get his opportunities as well. OBJ really, like you mentioned, isn't more than a receiver number 4, if anything.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not, especially with the way Fields played. Like I put Fields ahead of Odell right now.
I would. Oh yeah, no, I think you ask anybody, there's no debate that Fields is miles ahead of OBJ in terms of that wide receiver number 2 race. It's to the point, and we might as well get into it now.
Yeah.
The Giants did lose to the Vikings on Saturday, 13-10.
Well, we didn't lose. Braden Allen threw the game for us.
Oh my dude, I was so pissed. I texted. I was like, bro, I was like, you got.
I saw him throw it, and I'm like, I saw it. I wasn't even upset. I'm just like, you lost your job. You're cut.
There's a reason why the Titans cut him, and that confirmed it for me. I was like, okay, I guess.
Yeah. But like even then, like even before the game, we all were kind of convinced, like, yeah, that guy's not making the roster. There's no shot.
He's just a camp body that gets that.
Yeah, like he literally is just a camp body. We need somebody to play the second half of these games. That's why I was trying to bang the table for like one of these fun Connor Cook type quarterbacks.
Well, we sort of got one in Jake Haener, who's known for making weird poses in his photos.
That works, I guess.
Yeah, I look, listen, I think
you do weird poses on the field.
Yeah. No, I've only seen.
No, If he's gonna, if we need a fun quarterback here, he's got to throw touchdowns and then hit one of the weird poses.
Okay. Oh, that's
then he's got to be like Jeffrey Yon, like doing the jump. Like we need that.
Ah, yes. Okay. No, I would not mind that.
Give me a reason to tune in. Besides, because like I said, I know your future. I can read it right now. You will be unemployed by Labor Day, sir.
But in the meantime, make a Giants football as fun as possible these next couple weeks.
Yeah, like that was Tommy DeVito's role until injury happened.
Yeah, dude, I miss. Hey,
apparently he balled out for New England.
Did. He looked good, dude. I was like, damn, I miss him.
My buddy's a big Patriot fan. He texts me, he goes, "Man, DeVito actually has something." I'm like, yeah, he's really good in short stints, but like after 5 games, you never want to watch him touch a football again.
We would know.
And you know what? That's exactly what happened with us, because that's exactly what the Saints game. That's exactly what the Saints game happened.
Remember that beautiful 3-game stretch, man? It was
it was fantastic.
The Commanders, the Patriots, and then that very fun Monday night game.
I was in the building.
Oh man, that was an ugly game. We won, but it was an ugly.
Oh my god, it was disgusting. It was raining. We won 10-7.
The Giants way possible.
Move it. It was arguably the worst game in NFL history, but it was like the first time me and my roommate went to a game together, and we just had the time of our lives. So like it's like the greatest football game in our minds, but like if we actually like watched the game, you're like, all right, this game absolutely blows.
It was the Giants won that game in the most Giants way possible, and honestly, I'm not even surprised. I'm sure there will be a game or two this season where we'll be like, hey, you know what? They won it in the most Giants way possible. It was ugly, but the defense stepped up in a big way. The offense looked like crap, but they came through when they needed it most. And Dominic Zavada hits like a game-winning 50. By the way, another reason why I hate Brendan Allen. He costed Zavada a chance to kick a gosh damn field goal. I think it was like a 60. With the win involved, I understand why Harbaugh didn't want to put him out there for like a 60-something yarder or whatever it was. But I swear, freaking Allen just move this offense the right way, we could at least
Allen
tie the
could just
damn
throw
game.
a football,
Fudge, man. I want to see Zapata out there. He's got a leg, dude. I want to see it. So I know, like, okay, Ben Sauls, F you, man. Like, Zapata, come on down. And, like, it's not like I hate Sauls. I don't, but, like, I'm intrigued by this Zapata kid, man. Like, he's a young rookie. We know Harbaugh loves his undrafted free agent kickers.
I think the league just likes undrafted free agent kickers.
We all do. We all love a good.
I think that is where 99% of our kicking comes from. Is undrafted boys.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm tired of like depending on like these average guys that we've seen before.
Yeah, these veterans that like have absolutely like just mercenaries. Yeah,
I'm tired. I don't want to see no Graham Gano. We've seen it before. The whole
Graham Gano. We're bringing Brandon Audrey. Then yeah, all right. Cool. Bring him in.
Oh, please.
Cameron Decker, Evan McPherson, one of those guys. Oh yeah, I'll sign a dotted line right now.
Butker, but yes,
like Jason Sanders. No, I'm good.
No, absolutely not. He's getting passed around. He went from the Dolphins to us and to the Jets because they take all of our goddamn points. I'm sure he'll end up in Tennessee.
Taking all our guys. They just signed Van Roten.
Oh, that's right. They signed him. He's their key backup now. Which congrats to him.
He's playing the same role for them as he did for us. Yep.
Yeah. No, I like GVR for sure. I mean, he was just average.
No disrespect to GVR. He was fine.
Not at all.
He played a fine role. I'm very happy. I don't have to watch him anymore, but he was fine.
Me too. We have an amazing young rookie, Mauno, who looked really good on Saturday as well. Shout out to Arvo Reese. He looked good too. Abdul Carter, just to name a few defensive players. Jack Kelly.
Dude. Oh my, it's so lost because of we took some stupid penalties in that game, especially at that goal line stand in the third quarter.
Yes.
But Jack Kelly, with that tackle, I know the running back kind of slipped, but the way he just wrapped him up and just put him in the turf, I'm like, oh, hang on a second.
Hold on, we got
this
something.
This kid's got something.
My favorite play from him was I'm not sure you remember the play when he pushed the center into the JJ McCarthy.
Yes,
dude, I was like, damn.
Also, JJ McCarthy is just god awful at quarterback.
He is. Holy crap!
Oh my god!
Thank God.
Like, Minnesota, do us all a favor. We won't clown you for drafting him 10th overall. Just cut him now and get it over with. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. The more you wait, the more it's like, okay, you really waited this long to do it. You might as well just cut him. Let both parties move on. You have your starter now in Kyler Murray. Your backup is with if McCarthy does go, it's gonna be Max Brosmer, who is equally as terrible as Jason McCarthy, let's be honest. But hey, at least he is a backup guy. McCarthy may have a new shot somewhere else.
McCarthy does not have a shot anywhere.
I think listen.
McCarthy's really? Done. Oh my God. He's a bust.
Sometimes you just need a new place of scenery, my
man.
Dude,
he didn't throw the football in college.
I know.
His game was built on running the rock.
And I think that's what he needs, just an offense where he can really.
But no, dude, he was right. Like, he only threw like 9 passes a game. That doesn't work in the NFL.
I honestly, and I'm saying this sort of just to be funny, but also it kind of does make sense. I think him going to Cleveland would be good. I'm serious. Listen,
poor people.
I know, but
are you trying to make that situation worse?
I promise, but it's a run-heavy offense with Quinshon Judkins.
It's a run-heavy offense because they have no quarterback.
Exactly, but that's the point. Like, McCarthy will be able to thrive because he really does not have to do much other than hand the football off and make the occasional play action pass. Like, it's a win-win for everyone. I'm telling. And look, Deshaun Watson's not going to be there much longer. Shadur Sanders is. Oh, where's the video? I gotta find it. I gotta find.
Oh my God! That video made you lose.
Can I for sure? Okay. Yes. I gotta find it. But if you could,
I couldn't even watch that video all the way through. It hurt my head too much. Like, what? I'm like, what are you idiots talking about?
Hold on. Oh my God! I gotta find it. But while I do find it, so other take. Why don't we talk about it now? And I will add on to it shortly. But your boy. Malachi Fields, MVP of the game.
MVP of the game, 100%. Like, yards. What an absolute! I mean, first off, shout out to Jackson Dart on that play for escaping the pocket and making just a decent throw on the run to Malachi Fields. But hey, banging on the table all year. Bring in Malachi Fields. He is the one build the wide receiver he doesn't have. Why do we need that tall receiver? For plays like that. The jump ball, get up there, bring it in for a touchdown. That is why you draft Malachi Fields. He looks so good. And I want to see him continue to develop. His name was talked about so much in that broadcast. It brought such a smile to my face because I'm just like, yes, everyone is finally seeing what I've been telling them about this kid. This kid is special. He's gonna be the wide receiver too.
Dude, he is the number one candidate in my book to get that receiver number 2 spot. He looked really good on Saturday. I mean I forgot who made the point, but Jackson Dart could have threw it a little bit more higher, and I guarantee you Fields would have came down with that ball. By the way, Fields, the person that he made the catch on was Ivan Pace, who I low-key do not like because he was talking crap about the Giants. Not for this game, but it was like a while back when they I think it was the game where we wore those crap uniforms. I think was when he talked crap about
it's kind of fair.
Yeah, he had every right to, but still.
Listen, if we're gonna go out there and win those jerseys and play the way we do, I said, that is the earliest I've ever left a Giant game. I don't leave Giant games early. If I leave a game early, it's like the fourth quarter, we're getting blown out, and it's like the 2-minute warning just passed. I'm like, all right, there's no point of me sitting here anymore. I'm going to the parking lot. I left that game with like 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Like it was a whole quarter to go and a good amount of chunk of time left in the third. They could talk whatever he wants after that game. That might be one of the worst games I've ever watched.
Yes. No doubt about it, man. I tell you. But look, this game was so much fun to watch. We saw, the young Notre Dame guy. I saw a heartwarming video actually after the game as well. Sorry, I'm also trying to find the video. I think it was his girlfriend or his wife or fiance. I believe
it's his fiance. If I'm not, okay. I could be wrong about this, but a Notre Dame player got proposed to his girlfriend during Here Come the Irish this year. I believe it was Malachi Fields.
Okay, well, congrats.
I could be dead wrong. There was 2 proposals, one in season 1 and one in season 2. Season 1 was I forgot who it was on season 1. I'm pretty sure Malachi Fields was season 2.
It was Malachi? Okay. Well, hey, congrats to the 2 either way. There was a video that she posted of him taking care of the child in the morning before he head off to the game. So I was like, hey, great father by day, friggin' wide receiver number 2 by night. The way he came down with that jump ball over Pace Jr., man, that was great. And honestly, that's gonna help out so much in the red zone. I know we have Isaiah Likely, he showed that he's gonna be a big, contributor to the Giants offense because Dart was finding him as much as possible on Saturday, and I'm excited for him to see him play when the regular season counts. When the regular season comes, I should say. But Fields, man, I know we have Darnell Mooney, I know we have Calvin Austin. We have OBJ. Those are veterans who've been through it all. But I will say this: after what we saw on Saturday, there's no doubt in my mind that those 3 guys, even if you combine them all together, will not have the same impact that Malachi Fields will have this season for New York, and for years beyond as well. This is and you know more than I do, my guy. He is a 6'4", can win those 50-50 balls, can make those outstanding one-handed catches if need be. He is humble. He is a guy who in the locker room. He can run. When they were talking about him,
he was a gunner. He was a gunner.
Yeah, he was a gunner. And I remember in the press conference that he was talking to the media, his face lit up when he was talking about run block, and I'm like, damn, he doesn't even give a care. I know he cares about him scoring.
No, that's a football player,
dude. He cares about run blocking. Gosh, dang it! And we're gonna run the ball a lot this year. We just talked about our backfield.
No, we are a run heavy first team. That was always expected.
Oh yeah. But Malachi's the perfect because he did it, and correct me if I'm wrong, he did the same thing at Notre Dame.
He was in a run-heavy offense at Notre Dame. CJ Carr is great, but let's not beat around the bush here. Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price carried that offense last year.
Yeah, damn freaking right. By the way, prayers to Jeremiah Love. I know he's
very
missed
sad
the rest of the preseason.
Yeah.
Hope he gets better soon, though.
He is plummeting down fantasy boards, so I would not take him. Fantasy Live tonight, we're doing our draft, so tune in 8:30.
I listen. I want to beat the Cardinals and smash them to the ground come week 4. But I would like to see Jeremy Love healthy for that game, just to.
Oh yeah, I actually will be at that game, so I would love to see him in
Really?
person.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I got
there you
tickets.
go.
So yeah, I would love to see Jeremiah Love in person.
Hell yeah, dude. So, but yeah, prayers to him. That Arizona backfield is still looking good. I mean, hey, Tyler. You talk about fantasy. I'm sure Tyler Algier.
Oh, Algier's rising definitely.
Yes,
because he's gonna have even so like they're saying 3 weeks. That puts you right at the time of week 1. It's about 3 weeks away.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, are you gonna rush him back for week 1? And if you rush him back, he's gonna be in a very limited role. Or B, you sit him out week 1. Okay, Algier is gonna get all those carries, and we know that Arizona is going to be a heavy run first offense this year. So Algier is going to have 20 carries.
Yeah, and I'm sure James Conner will get his little sprinkle of the carries as well with Love out. But yeah, prayers to Love. Hopefully, he gets healthy soon, and we all want to see him on the field as much as possible because that Arizona offense, outside of I know Algier and Conner are solid, but they're not exciting as Love is, and that whole Arizona offense, they need some exciting guys. I know they have Trey McBride; he's a top 5 tight end in this league. Marvin Harrison is still a question mark. He did catch a touchdown, but still question marks there. Michael Wilson also a question mark. How is he going to look now that Harrison is healthy and Wilson has to go back to that wide receiver 2 role now. So if for Cardinals fans out there, they are praying that Love comes back and it will look okay as soon as possible for sure. But yeah, Malachi Fields, shout out to you, man. Keep it up. I do want to see a little bit more of him in the preseason, but let's tone down the snaps just a little bit, because I am very confident come when the depth chart, when the official depth chart comes out for week 1 against Dallas. I fully expect to see Malachi opposite of Malik Neighbors, who looked good as well. Today was actually his first time in full speed team periods at camp. He had 4 reps during 11-on-11, 3 reps on 7-on-7, was still wearing a red non-contact jersey. He looked good catching 3 passes as well in that 7-on-7. So he's really getting close, man. And I'm telling you, this offense they're ready to be locked and loaded against Dallas in just a few weeks. So get him healthy. Malachi, get him in there. Slayton can be the number 3 receiver. Calvin Austin can really shift back to that punt return role. Mooney can step in here and there, and OBJ will take that last receiver spot for me. And I think we're set. I think we're good at the receiver position. We really are.
Agreed.
Yes, sir. Last thing before we get to the funny Browns video, I wanted to show you. Last takeaway. A few last takeaways that I want to get your thoughts on, or you can interrupt me at any time, of course. Arvo Reese looking athletic. He does need more reps, but he looked really good in his limited time on the field.
Yep.
OBJ can still contribute, no doubt about that. Scatterboo.
Yeah, he should have had 2 touchdowns, if we're being honest.
He should have. Gosh, again, if
at least one. The one where he's running a post route just down the field, and a streak, it gets the better word for it. And everyone was going to the left side. There's no one in a 10-yard radius of him. He could have walked into the end zone.
Literally, everyone was going to the other side of the field, which left Odell wide open on the right side. And I don't know how the hell Brandon Allen missed him, but damn it.
Because Brandon Allen sucks. That's
Jake Hayner, you have one job against Miami, because we are going to see you out there. Please get OBJ a gosh damn touchdown on Saturday. That's all I ask. And you are a favorite in my book for a few weeks, but that's all.
Until we forget about you when week 1 starts.
There you go. Yeah. Otherwise, the run defense still didn't look as great.
No, well, the run defense didn't look good, and people are very quick to write it off. Like, oh, DJ Reader and Shelby Harris didn't play. Yeah, but those are immediate backups. So you're telling me these 2 older vets aren't able to go, that's who we're going to rely on? That terrifies me.
Yeah, it does, dude. It's to the point where now we really have to hope that Reader and Harris stay healthy.
Yeah, which is that's kind of unfair to those guys, because
it is. It really is. I know Darius Alexander played a lot. For a guy who's gonna be a starter, he played a lot.
And he was kind of eh.
He was kind of eh. No doubt about it. So that worries me for sure. And especially when we play Dallas, man. I mean, Javonte Williams, I know he's not the best back in the world, but he is a solid back who can, he can give you, a 16, 17 carry game for 80 yards in the tutty. If this defensive line, if we're not seeing any potential from the depth pieces we have and whatnot, I'm would be very nervous to see how or when Dallas attacks us come that Sunday night game. Because I can't go another year with us saying, "Oh,
Yeah, no,
this run defense
I
is
can't have
complete
us. Yeah,
crap."
just yeah.
Yeah, so maybe it's something the Giants do. I mean, hey, Vita Vea, there has nothing has come about with them in Tampa over there in terms of a contract extension. So maybe something changes there. Another guy who's been spreading, whose name has been spreading across social media is Christian Gonzalez, who seems like the more unrealistic possible get out of it too.
Christian Gonzalez, the Patriots
Yes,
quarterback.
I know.
There is no shot they're moving him.
no,
Robert Kraft already said he's going to make him the highest paid not Patriot of all time.
I'll believe it when I see it, dude. There's been a lot of talk where it's like maybe the Giants are.
No, that's all speculation by board beat writers. Kraft he's already said I want to lock him up he's going to be the highest paid Patriot ever.
But there is a world, like maybe I'm just trying to be too positive, but maybe there is a world where the Giants do give up a good amount of capital because at the end of the day,
but like you're going to talk about multiple first round picks at this point.
True, but it's not impossible. I mean, we thought the Jets were going to trade Sauce Gardner, and look what happened, my friend. I mean, Indianapolis scooped them up, and I know it's a lot they gave up, but
that trade also looks terrible right now.
It does, but I don't think Christian Gonzalez would have that type of impact like Gardner did on the Colts. I'm sure Gardner's gonna have a bounce back year with Indianapolis. I'm just trying to speak positivity for all Colts fans out there. But I think Gonzalez steps in and he would. I think you would obviously agree with this. He would give all of us Giants fans
if you have Christian Gonzalez to this team, the whole thing is different. This defense goes to being at worst a top 10 defense in the league and should carry us to a playoff spot. There is just no world that Christian Gonzalez is on the Giants before week 1 this season. That just won't happen.
No, yeah.
If we're talking if this was 2 years down the line or 3 years, so they had the 5th year option and they're still debating it and there's still nothing, then I would entertain it more. But just with the way Robert Kraft's talking right now, with how much control they still have on Christian Gonzalez, there's absolutely no way he gets moved.
But if I'm not mistaken, he's on an expiring contract, correct? Is that?
He was drafted the same year as Banks, so he should have 1 year left in a 5th year option.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that works. I am pretty sure that as much as I want him, just like any team would be smart enough to do so, I'm sure they will lock him up, Gonzalez up before week 1.
The talks are seen as active and high stakes.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that's not locked up, and that's the Cleveland Browns quarterback job. And the reason I say that is because there's a video I saved over the weekend that I wanted to show you guys. Shout out to the person that posted this, and thought you guys might get a good laugh of it. Let me show you guys right now.
That sounds all right.
Right on cue. A takeaway from Bears defense. My goal for us. And overthrows his man. That's 2 for Petey. Petey Bishop Jr. looking for another opportunity.
Well,
they always say the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And I think that saying was said a lot when the Browns let Baker Mayfield go. This is why the grass is always greener. Because with Baker, the grass wasn't great, but with a little tender love and care, you could probably get it back. This is going from a grass that is slowly dying to a trailer park where the grass is on fire.
Dog, I'm telling you, they can use JJ McCarthy. I guarantee you, Colts.
They can use JJ McCarthy because no one else on that organization, everyone else sucks there,
dude.
But do you really want Browns fans? Hey, Browns fans, I know the quarterback situation is bad right now, but JJ McCarthy's here. Do you know how many people would jump into the river? They'd be like, that's it. I'm done with this stupid sport. I'm going to go watch tennis or something. This sucks. I'm done.
At least they have the Cavs and the Guardians to an extent. But no,
at least they have them. Yeah, okay. With the Cavs getting bounced in the second round this year and the Guardians probably choking in the first round like always, you know? The Cleveland Guardians. Yeah, you guys haven't won a World Series since 1948, the longest drought. You're the new Chicago Cubs. Congratulations. Thank God for LeBron in 2016, because oh my God, these poor fans.
They are very thankful for that. And he had a chance to come back home, and did he? Absolutely
no.
not.
He went to probably the worst place ever.
He really. Well, all more reason to hate Philadelphia, right?
That's true. Oh yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, that
I didn't really need reason, but it's just all right, cool.
Yeah, so that Cleveland quarterback room, big question mark. More of a question mark than the Giants' defensive line.
I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo is still out there. Go sign him.
Hey, he is. I'm sure he'll bring him a lot more stability. Joe Flacco?
Yeah, bring back Flacco. He was great.
Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Flacco will come back player of the year with you guys.
Listen,
Philip Rivers could still be out there. I don't know how. I don't know.
He could. Listen, but get either one of those guys for just 1 year. You know, that way it's like you're not playing a domestic whatever Watson did.
I can't say what he is, but it rhymes with Baptist.
Okay. Well, perfect. So we're not playing a guy that is described as with the word that's rhymes with Baptist. At least you're not seeing a guy who was drafted because of his last name, and looks like crap, and made some BS reason why he threw that interception. I forgot what he said, but it's BS. And you're not playing a guy who's a lefty, who's short as hell, who thrived and got drafted because he had skilled players all around him at the damn. Dude, lefty quarterbacks are trash, man.
Steve Young.
Today's NFL lefty quarterbacks. Steve Young's an exception. You just talked about it earlier with Tua and Michael Penix.
Right, but they're just bad quarterbacks. It's not because they're left-handed.
They are left-handed.
Yes, they are left-handed. That is something. Just a quick lift of left-handed quarterbacks. Steve Young, Ken Stabler, Boomer Esiason, and Michael Vick.
My clarification helps, and I meant today's left-handed quarterbacks.
I mean, yeah, but like that doesn't. I wouldn't say just because Tua and Michael Penix are terrible that automatically means Gabriel sucks too. There's a lot of other reasons Gabriel sucks.
Trust me, that is one reason why he sucks. Oh, trust me, that is just one of the reasons why. I don't know.
Shout out to all my left-handed people out there. I'm still fighting for you. Brian on your side.
He cannot see over the O-line because he's short as hell. He makes dumb reads like we just saw in the Instagram video, dude. I'm telling you, I'm sure Browns fans will jump in the freaking river over and over again if it means not having to see Gabriel on that gosh damn field. And shout out to his girlfriend.
3 quarterbacks, not even a single one of them. You could like be so.
Hey, remember they have 4. Remember Taylor Green.
At this point, put him out there because he's just
exactly.
Because at this point, it's like I've always said, like, you know, the mystery box or the boat. At this point, you take the mystery box.
Yeah, and they did not play him on.
I would play him every single down.
I am excited for what's his name, Casey Concepcion. He looked pretty good on.
I like him a lot too.
Yeah, but then they got blown out 34-10 by the Bears.
Well, I think that's it. He's gonna be putting up a lot. He's got a lot of garbage time coming for him.
Yeah, he sure does, my friend. But yeah, with that being said, let's see what else are we. Other than that, we don't got too much left to discuss. Another day of training camp for New York came and went. This is their 16th. Let me see if I can pull up the fact.
I think it's day 15.
16th practice of training camp. In 21 days, my friend. For comparison, according to Dan Duggan, a shout out to him. I love that guy. Actually, he's actually someone I love. You know, getting reports from, unlike some people. I forgot who the other guy I don't like. I don't know who the other guy was. I forget. But for comparison, the Giants held their 16th practice on the 33rd day of camp last year. Of course, the schedule will lighten up now a little bit with 2 preseason games left in 6 days. but still the pace this year has definitely been different compared to last year. Obviously, with Harbaugh, he's an intense guy who is will always try to take advantage of being able to be in full pads. And for this young Giants team, you want to just you know give them as much as they can handle and have them and see how they respond. And it's only going to help them. I know that they're tired. I know their bodies are they're putting their bodies out there and whatnot. But at the end of the day, you're building these guys up so that they're ready for the physicality of this upcoming season. And there are a good amount of tough opponents that the Giants have to face, especially in the first couple of weeks, right, with Dallas and the Rams. So shout out to Harbaugh getting the boys ready. And yeah, on Friday we'll talk a lot more about the next game, which is against Miami. I'm sure we'll see a little bit of Malik Willis. I don't know who their backup is. Is it Zach Wilson? Is he still?
Yes,
is he still?
no, Zach Wilson's on the Saints now.
Oh, so who is
It's someone well known like that. Let me pull up depth chart right now.
Thank you, sir.
Quinn Ewers.
Okay, we'll see Quinn Ewers.
Like that. I want him. I want Quinn Ewers to play the third quarter.
Yeah, there we go. Fine by me.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like that Connor Cook type. Like we all consider and say Quinn Ewers does not have a future in the NFL. Like Quinn Ewers is a big college guy that has no future in the NFL. So let's just watch him sling the rock in preseason.
And he's from Texas. We love Texas. Oh, I love Texas.
Yeah, he fits all three criterias. Great in college, played for a big school, so he was like a king of Saturday, and he has got no future in the NFL. Got all three. Boom, check.
Indeed. Before we get to our big news for our show, Notre Dame, my friend, college football is around the corner. I know we'll talk a lot more throughout the season.
September 6th in Lambeau Field against Wisconsin, opening at 20-point favorites. Of course, they have a gambling problem called 1-800-GAMBLER, but yeah, it's insane.
20-point favorite.
I believe it's 20-point favorite. Yep.
Golly, man, holy Wisconsin's that bad?
I think we're just that good.
Oh my goodness. Well, alrighty then. Well, with that being said, we covered all the Giants stuff that we would be doing. So today, we'll talk a lot more Giants football, of course, on Friday with a little preview, I guess, with the Dolphins game, our depth chart predictions once more, and any other news that comes with the Giants from between now and Friday. But we have some big news after discussions with the Belly Up company and whatnot. We have a new sponsor for this upcoming season. We're really excited to announce them right now. They are called Bettor Vision, and you'll see them here on the bottom right corner of your screen. Like Brian mentioned, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. But Bettor Vision is fantastic because it is a sports betting app, or a sports app that you are able to link all of your accounts, so you always get the best odds and can track all your bets and fantasy matchups in one place. Because hey, these days, we want things to be as easy as possible. StreamYard allows us to record our podcast here and with no problems, with no issues whatsoever. Bettor Vision does the same for you guys and your bets because, hey, every day there's sports going on every single freaking day.
I mean, they've already announced. I think it's October 23rd is the sports equinox this year.
There we go. And there's going to be a lot of betting activity on that day.
Mm-hmm.
And with baseball still going strong, NFL preseason, of course, hey, there's people out there who are betting the preseason. Let's be honest. You need an app that you can track everything in one place without having to go through ESPN Fantasy, Sleeper, Yahoo, and DraftKings and all that stuff. Bettor Vision allows you to just put everything in one app and just make it easy as possible. And they have a dashboard that's easy to digest. It saves you valuable time and you can track your teams in one place. You get the best lines as well on the app. Go check them out. There will be an affiliate link that we'll post in our YouTube descriptions moving forward, so check it out. But they are fantastic, and there will be a code that will be either a link or a code that will be given to you guys in future episodes moving forward. But go check them out. Bettor Vision on wherever you get your apps, whether it's the App Store if you're on Apple or the Play Store on Android/Google. So yeah, thank you, Bettor Vision. We look forward to working with you guys throughout the season, and there of course will be some new segments that will be introducing each week, and we'll be working together with Bettor Vision in regards to that. So yeah, big news there, and all thanks to you guys for just supporting us every freaking week. It is so fun to do this with Brian, talking Giants football, and there's going to be a lot of more positive moments this year, I'm sure, compared to last year.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
You're
Finally,
damn right.
you know?
We are in season 6, man. There has to be more positivity eventually. But with that being said, that'll do it for the 3rd and 10 podcast, season 6, episode 7. We covered a good amount of stuff today. Najee Harris signing with the Giants. The backfield is now crowded. How will it look like come the 53-man roster cuts? We shall see. Maybe all 4 of them stay on the roster. Maybe there's an odd man out, whether it's Devin Singletary or Najee Harris himself. We also talked about some takeaways from the Giants Vikings game on this past Saturday. Malachi Fields, MV freaking P. You're damn right he is. Jack Kelly, a maniac of a linebacker, is going to be a good depth piece for this Giants team. The pass rush looked good. Alvaro Reese looked good as well. Jackson Dart in his limited playing time when he was in the field threw that amazing ball in Malachi. Scatterbull looked healthy. And all those things, and then we just introduced a new sponsor with Bettor Vision. As always, you can follow us on social media. You can follow me at Nathan_124. You can follow Brian at Brian PG1016, and you can follow our TikTok page at 3rd and 10 Podcast, and our Instagram and Twitter is just at 3rd and 10 Pod. Shout out to Belly Up Sports as always, and shout out to Bettor Vision, our new sponsor. Again, check them out. And it will, I promise you guys, it will just make all your fantasy sports.
Oh, it makes life so much easier.
It really freaking does. We wouldn't know. But for Brian, I'm Nate. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in our next episode on Friday. A lot more Giants talk to come, and the Dolphins, you're next. We'll talk more about them on Friday. Peace.